Yes, good evening. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. Hopefully you understand why I started this show a tiny bit later. I thought that everybody would probably be watching the big game at the top of the table. But before we talk about anything to do with Liverpool versus Man City at Anfield, Tottenham Hotspur with a very, very good win today. Much better game, especially the second half. Much more controlled, much more resolute. I thought got good tackles in the middle of the park. Won the ball back. Won the ball back quickly. Countered really well. First half was a bit hit and miss, but second half I thought we really controlled the game, and that was one of the best halves I've seen for a very, very long time from Tottenham Hotspur. A good performance, some much needed goals for confidence for people like Timo Werner and for Brennan Johnson. A good goal from Sonny at the end, a great cross from Papa Sarr to set up James Maddison. And that's probably the best I've seen us play, as I said, for a very, very long time. Didn't do any harm at all, did it, having John McGinn sent off for what was a terrible tackle. But listen, Spurs ran out winners 4-0 in the end. Great day at the office, a good day to be a Spurs fan. And now the beautiful thing about this is top four is now back in our hands. If that's the thing you care about, then top four is back in our hands. Before we go and see who's in the before we see who's in the chat, as always, any questions or any comments, whack them in, smash the like button. If you do want a super chat, it really does help support the channel, but that's completely up to you. Let's have a look before we do anything. Let's have a look at the Premier League table as it sits, because that is a very good title race that's going on, and the Arsenal are top of the league, unfortunately, but their next league game is Manchester City away. So it's shaping up to be a brilliant end to the season. If we look at the table there, you can see Arsenal top, 20 wins this season, only conceded 24 goals. Fabulous defence they've got, all the greens across there, and they've been going great guns. Credit where it is due to Arsenal. They are on fire. Then you look at Liverpool, who I thought poor first half for me, excellent second half today, which is the complete opposite to City. I thought were good first half, poor second half. But they sit in second and third. A point is separating first to third. So it's looking like a three-way title race with 10 games to go. So fair play to those teams. Then you've got what happened after today's game. Aston Villa had a real chance to pull clear of us and didn't. Aston Villa, who had won their last three, didn't get out of first gear. We didn't allow them to, and I thought that we thoroughly deserved the win today. They're on 55 points and we are on 53. But more importantly than that is we have a game in hand. Now, if we win that game in hand, not only do we go into fourth, but we also go 9 points clear of Man United in sixth. We go 9 points clear. And as it stands at the moment, we are 11 points clear of eighth. That means we are 11 points clear and will definitely get Conference League. Now, we are 10 points clear of Conference League, which is currently West Ham. West Ham are not going to win 3 more games than we win in the last 10 games of the season. So Spurs will get a minimum of Europa League. I think we will get. Champions League, got to be the aim, and it's looking okay, isn't it? We've got some winnable games coming up before we have 3 or 4 very tough runs, 3 or 4 very tough games in a short run. You could see there, so Chelsea have got a couple of games in hand that could put them up towards the Conference League, but all I know is it's going to be a good last 10 games for the 3 fighting for the title, and then for the 2/3 fighting for the top 4. I think maybe Man United have just got a bit too much to do to be in there. The Spurs' game in hand, by the way, is against Chelsea at the Bridge. You never know, do you? I mean, normally I'd say, yeah, we can go and beat Chelsea, but it's Chelsea at the Bridge. It's never a game you want to play. I won't be able to get to everyone's comments, but I'll try and get to some of the comments. Let's see who we've got inside. The first one is Levy Go. SC said, but Ange's naive and Johnson is a flop. I love this. Every time we win a game, people like this come out, and every time we lose a game, they'll just defend it either way. So no point me really talking back to someone like this. Big up Gary Officer, said a tale of two halves. Great to finish. Great to see us finish off a game. Let's build on this as we finish out the season. Absolutely. That second half is what we've got to do going into first half of games. That second half there was much better, much more control of the game, much more tempo being controlled by Tottenham. In other games lately, it's been very much ping pong end to end, doesn't it? But big up to you. Big up to that fraud Arteta out my club. I said, big up Savva, a very big result. Yes, a very big result today. A very pleasing result as well. It's always good to see Tottenham win. And it was our first away win since October, which is why when you get people like this who go absolutely mad, got to remember this was our first away win since October. Spurs Forever said, big up Savva, great result today. Bissouma second half back to protecting the back four. Kulu's so frustrating, involved in 3 goals. Kulu is very frustrating for me. Very frustrating, but give him his credit. He was involved in the goals. Today, I just thought that, there's no one that you really need to have a pop at. I don't think anyone was terrible today. I thought as a team, we looked good. I thought we made a few mistakes in the first half, giving the ball away. And then the second half, I thought we were much better. Daniel Turner said, good win, but still only a good second half performance. Villa lost their heads at 2-0. McGinn is a disgrace. But we've got to build on that. I agree with you, but we've got to build on that. Got to build on it. The Madman has said, Liverpool Man City was the best match. Spurs need to perform at this elite level for next season. What I would say is, watching the Liverpool City game, it shows you where the benchmark is. So when people like that guy before who want to out Brendan Johnson, you watch the game today, that's the level of footballers you need if you want to compete. That's the level that you need. Big up to Ben Salah Yusuf. How you doing, my friend? TVM has a great performance. Wasn't nervous at all. Was surprised that Emery didn't change it up at half time. Yeah, I thought they kind of played into our hands, if I'm honest, with the 3 centre halves. But hey, listen, done really well today. We got it right. 4-0, 4 goals away from home, closed the gap. 4th is in our hands. Nothing to complain about at all. Nothing to complain about. Robert Wilson, there was someone who predicted that score. Ronnie, if Ronnie is in the chat, if Ronnie's in the chat, then he predicted 4-0 to Spurs. Fair play to him. Big up to Mario 2012, who said, big up to 7, everyone in the chat. 4 goals, 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. At the end of the day, not only does it get dark, but that's what you want. Guys and girls, smash the subscribe button. Please, please, please smash that subscribe button. As please do smash the likes. There's over 240 of you in here, only 52 likes. Smash that button. It's much appreciated. Spurs Forever said, Savva, City are just not the same this year. Lack of composure second half was something else. Huffing the ball at times. With Haaland in the team, they don't press as well. With Haaland in the team, they score 60 goals more a year. People keep saying City aren't as good, but when you look at it, City haven't lost a game of football for about 24 games. So, I mean, I wish we were as bad as Man City. Billy Andrews said, evening Savva, Super Sunday. This is a massive win in the race for the top 4. Also, we keep a clean sheet. We don't do that often. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that was really important. I was speaking to Perchie throughout the game, and the one thing he kept saying to me in the second half was, just want a clean sheet. Want a clean sheet. We've not had one for ages. Yeah, I completely agree with him. Also, the other scores today, Nottingham Forest losing 1-0 at Brighton. Nottingham Forest in real trouble. And in the other game, West Ham were 2-0 down with about 20 minutes to go. At half time. And then pulled it back with a few minutes to go. Could have won it. They had some really big chances, as did Burnley. But there were the other scores in the Premier League. And obviously Manchester City getting a 1-1 draw away at Anfield. Really good game of football. 2 very, very good teams. Where are we? Sorry, I'll try to get to as many as possible. Angus has said, we're the best in the league and we can beat City, but going to be tough, but not impossible. I'll believe it when I see it. No one beats City at their ground. I can't see you winning it, but we'll see. We'll see. What you'll do, Angus, is give it loads of this, and then if City beat you, we won't see you for a while. Rob has said, obviously, VDV going off was a negative. Yes, yes, mustn't forget that. Not good to see. But for every negative, there is a positive. And the positive was that we got to see Dragoshin play some football. So, yes, the dark side of it was that Van der Ven got injured. But that's why you bought Dragoshin. So that when you get an injury, you've got a player that can come in and slot straight in. So, fair play to him. Alwyn said, good thing we didn't take a draw before the game. Satisfactory second half. Yes, a very, very good second half there. Yes, it was Ron. It was Ron. He did. He said 4-0. Then again, he does say 4-0 every game. So big up to Ron. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to as many as possible. Big up to Anna Dawes. Big up Anna has said, hey, Savva in the chat. Great result today. 8 goals swing on goal difference. Just need to match Villa's results now. And we're in Champions League places. Not bad for a rebuild season. Yes, but the word rebuild for me, what are we rebuilding from? We'll see. We'll see. Matthew Walker, I agree with all of this apart from Porro, superb. I didn't feel like I noticed him a lot today, but yes, great. Listen, at the end of the day, it was a great win away, 4 goals. That's all you can ask for. This absolutely, Liston, absolutely, my man. It just felt nice because even at 2-0 before they had the man sent off, I wasn't sitting there going, oh, we're giving them loads of chances. So that was really, really nice for me personally. I don't know, some people might like that end-to-end stuff, but yeah, Lee, absolutely, absolutely. Keeping a clean sheet, massive, massive plus. What would be a massive plus for me is if people smash the like button. Come on, people. If anyone wants to smash the like button, please do. Please subscribe as well. And if anyone would like to super chat, then it really does help the channel. But no worries. If not, no worries. Where are we? So I'm just trying to get to some... I'm trying to catch up with all the comments. Is VDV badly injured? It looked like his hamstring. I don't know if anyone's seen anything... I don't know if anyone's seen any more news than I have. It looked like it was his hamstring that went. With hamstrings, you never know. They're dodgy ones to go. So for me, that probably looks like a month, but we don't know. We don't know until it gets assessed, but let's hope it's not bad. The madman said Bentancur thumping Cash to the ground and the end was satisfying. I knew Cash's name was going to be mentioned by someone. Kane leaving and not replacing, that's a rebuild. Well, yeah. Angus, I don't know. I literally started this show by saying you guys are on fire. You're doing brilliantly. But me thinking you won't win at Man City, I heard your fans say last year you were going to win at Man City and then they absolutely battered you. So win at Man City and fair enough, I'll come on and say I was wrong. But, you know, it's not about hating. It's about you've got to get it done, haven't you? You're a very good team, much better than us. Daniela has said apparently Ange said in his post-match presser that the VDV injury isn't too serious. I'm hoping he's not out for too long. We've got some very important games coming up. Dragoshin looked good. Well, look, as we said, that is the one shining light for me. That is the one shining light to that injury was that we got to see Dragoshin. Big up to Phil P, who said, big up Savva in the chat. A great performance and win. Spurs turn up when needed. Woo. Yeah, well, we did today. I just think for me, I find it really difficult because I never know which Tottenham's going to turn up. Is it going to be the Tottenham that played against Wolves? Is it going to be the Tottenham that played against Villa? You just don't know. So for me, got to get some consistency going. But that's the benchmark for me. That's the benchmark. JJ Kocha, so good. They named him twice. JJ Kocha. What a footballer JJ Kocha was. So big up Savva. I was buzzing after 2-0 and then we scored 4. Very impressed with Dragoshin. Well, look, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see him start a game. You know, and a game where it's 0-0 and, you know, it's going to be interesting. But listen, I like the look of him. I liked the look of him before we signed him. So it'd be good to see him get a run of games. Angus, you drink the Kool-Aid when it doesn't work out because Arsenal aren't as good as you think. Listen, Arsenal are a very good team, but they've got to get it all over the line. This guy's really strange. So where's the where are the Ange haters? Who are they? I hardly see anyone hating Ange. I don't know what you're talking about. What Ange haters? I mean, could grow up just a little bit. Just a little bit, you could grow up. Mohit has said Johnson was really good today. Still improvement needed, but happy with what I'm seeing from previous weeks. I still think for me, you need a lot better. You need a lot better. As I said, you watch that Liverpool City game, that's the benchmark. That level of footballer, that's what wins you things. For me, you need a lot better. But he took his goal well. I'll give him that. He took his goal very well. Tony has said the first clean sheet in the league since December the 15th. Yeah, worrying, but very happy at the same time, if that makes sense. Daniel Field just said great stuff. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it was very good to see. TVM said, wish we treated our games like that today. Yeah, do you know what? Listen, I want to see a starter game like that. I want to see a starter game rather than having to get told off at half time. That's what I want to see. Oh my God, VDV is very injury prone. Listen, when your game is about pace and covering, you're going to do hamstrings. You're going to do hamstrings. Hey, it is what it is. Ali Gold says hamstring, but Ange says not a bad injury. We'll see, won't we? Let's hope it's not bad. Let's hope it's not bad. For me, he's the best player at the club at the moment. For me, just me personally, I think he's the best player at the club. I think he is so consistent and so solid. Joseph has said, what do you think of the Spurs women's result? As great win against Man City, women in the FA Cup quarterfinals. Yeah, listen, fair play. Well done to Spurs women as well. Absolutely brilliant to see. A good day all round for Tottenham Hotspur. So well done to the Spurs ladies. Michael Whitaker said, good win. Nice to keep that clean sheet today and looking comfortable. Hopefully we build on this. That's what I want to see. The next game, I want to see us from minute one do what we did in that second half. Control it, convert chances. Hey, we'll see. Spurs Forever said, who was the man of match for me? Interesting one. When it got to man of the match, there wasn't anyone that really stood out for me. I thought they played well as a collective. I wouldn't have given it. I didn't think Son should have got it for me. But, I mean, I don't think there was he could have. I mean, there wasn't a standout candidate for me. I just thought they played really well as a collective. That hamstring. There we go. Angus is right. He's more focused right now on beating Porto. So you should be. They're going to win can you imagine if Arsenal did the Champions League and the league? God, it would be awful, wouldn't it? Be awful. Big up, Steve. Was it all right, mate? Big up to you, Steve. How you doing, my friend? Dragushin shows the gap between a proper centre-back and David. Yeah, he's a good centre-back. Yeah, he's a good centre-back. He really, really is. By the way, be good. Smash that like button. There's 358 of you in it and 125 likes. We should have over 200. Smash that button, people. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. The link to subscribe is in the chat and it is much appreciated. So if you would do that, that would be absolutely brilliant. Spurs got to play Arsenal. How would you feel if you spoil their title hopes? Listen, we'll see. We don't play them for a while yet. Listen, Arsenal have got to negotiate Man City next, so we'll see where they are after that. And then I think they've got some games like Wolves away and stuff, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. The White Rooster has said, did not see that coming after previous current performances. Relaxed all the way throughout. I've not been impressed by Johnson, but that was his best performance. Finally running at defenders. Yeah, he's not my type of player. I like a bit more of a technical player. But listen, he's scored a couple of goals lately and we can't take that away from him. Faz, big up to you, my friend, has said, big up Savva, not quite 3-1, but still total of 4 goals. Nice to batter Villa. Did you note Bentancur tackle on Cash? I didn't see it. No, everyone's talking about it. I didn't see it. I'm sure there was a wry smile or an internal smile for Bentancur. I'm 100% Ange in. I don't know anyone who's Ange out. Like, I do find it funny on the internet when When the team wins a game and then some other fan comes in and goes, "Oh, where's all the haters?" What haters? Like, I don't. What you mean? People who critique? It's very strange. Philly said just because the team is top in March doesn't mean anything. It's who's top in May that counts. Arsenal fans are promoting failure. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. We'll see. We'll see. I just hope they don't win the league. I really do. Angus is back saying, we can possibly win the title at White Hart Lane again. I don't want to imagine that. No, Angus, we don't want to imagine that. Random YouTube commentator has said, I think when we get Dragoshin apart from VDV and Romero is that he tries diagonals and balls over the top, a different way to build out from the back. Yeah. More strings to the bow. More strings to the bow. That's what we need. That's what we need. Gary has said to get to the top of the table, we need stronger first half performances. Look, I just think what we've seen, the table won't lie by the end of the season, right? I think we will be full fifth, which is probably what we are, the full fourth, fifth best team. To be at the top of the table, I think you need more quality player. I think it's that simple. I've said it all along. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Savva will still blame Rich. I don't know what that sentence means, but good try. Good try. I like that you tried there. Nigel C, who, by the way, has just become a channel member. Big up to you, Nigel, for becoming a YouTube channel member. Really, really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. But you have gone on to say, hang on, where is it? I've lost it. Oh, gosh, where is it? Where is it? I've lost it now. Where are we? I can't find it. Apologies. I can't find it. I can't find what your comment was. I will come to it in a minute, I promise. Where are we? There we go. There we go. We're back here. Nigel C. There we go. Yeah, I think the last time I skied a game like that, summer, was Newcastle away, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Listen, I agree. That's the best performance for me. Certainly the second half since Newcastle for me. TVM said, I thought the first half was understandably cagey. I still felt we were mainly in control. Yeah, I thought we had a lot of the ball without really going anywhere, a lot of sideways and backwards. Second half, though, it looked like there was impetus, It looked like we actually wanted to do something. There was some urgency. Anton said, not only was it good to relax a bit in a game, it's strangely relaxing when VDV came off. To be honest, I thought when he came off, we didn't notice, but down to 10 men, and I thought we marshalled them very, very well. Yeah, Ben, I think he's superb. I think he's absolutely superb, this boy. Again, in the first half, got us out of a few holes. Really, really good player. Dennis has said Diaz was amazing. Yeah, I mean, listen, he should have scored a couple, shouldn't he, today? But he was a real thorn in their side. That's a proper winger. He was a thorn in their side today. VDV didn't look too bothered when he left the pitch. He walked completely normally. Yes, let's hope it's not too bad. Tony has gone with Adogi, man of the match. Let me know in the chat, everybody, who's your man of the match? Who are you all going for? Who is the man of the match in your opinion? Let me know. I don't think I've seen anyone get past VDV in a one-on-one. He's a Rolls Royce. VDV was my man of the match, even though he played one half. We'll do so well to keep hold of him. My worry is at some point, the bigger clubs are going to come in for him, aren't they? He is a Rolls Royce. You're right. He is the best player at the club for me. Definitely the best defender we've got. Video can reach Sovian. Not for me. In the first half, Romero getting caught on the ball again too many times for me. Gets caught on the ball, tries dribbling it out. Nowhere near as good as VDV for me. I think we do know how drunk you'll be. You'll be in here slurring and blah, 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 blah. Mr. G saying, echoing, saying, hopefully the VDV injury is not too serious, but it'll be good to see what Dragoshin is all about. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd like to see VDV and Dragoshin get a game together at some point. I'd like to see that. It's Werner on the dance floor. Oh dear. Swan X, big up my friend. I said, good game, great second half. Good to see Brennan improving. Saab, Basuma, and Madison as our best midfield and looked balanced. Dragoshin looked okay, but far too early to judge him. He wasn't tested. I agree I agree with all of that. I think the midfield looks better without Bentancur. I'm going to say it. I know lots of people, when he was out injured, were saying he's our best midfielder. I don't think so. I think we look more balanced without him. This ding dong between Philly and Angus is brilliant. You are doing nothing, Angus, and it will end in tears for you. But don't go missing in May when either Liverpool or Man City will be celebrating. If Arsenal win, we're going to get it in the ear so much, Philly. We really are. Daniel Knight has said, I think City will beat Arsenal after the international break. I don't want Arsenal to win the league. Listen, I think we're all hoping that City batter Arsenal. Let's be brutally honest. Video complete. Sofiane said we should have kept Danjuma better than Johnson. Interesting take. Alwyn has said, should we wait until we've seen Dragusin play a few games before saying how good he is? Absolutely. He came on, didn't do anything wrong, but it's over time. This is what I mean. Anyone who watches me a lot knows I like to talk about consistency. It's all about consistency for me. Players, I hate it if you do something good every 5 or 6 games and people go, oh, see, he's great. He's every week. These are pro footballers every week. Let's see it. Where are we? Daniel Fielder said, who the heck is saying Ange out? I missed the meeting. I keep seeing people say, where are the Ange haters and where's all the Ange out? I haven't really seen anyone say it. Maybe for a laugh, I've seen a few people say Ange out, but I've not seen anyone say it properly. I don't know why they would. He's not done anything wrong. It's just mad. Bill said, did Ange celebrate any of the goals? Mark New said, big up Savva. Big up to you, Mark. Said the NLD takes on an ever more important dimension. Loved beating ex-Gooner Emery today. That lot down the road won't be looking forward to playing us. Come on, you Spurs. I'll be honest, I don't want to play. I don't want to play them at the moment. I do not want to play Arsenal right now. I think they would tear us a new one, if I'm brutally honest. Well, Nigel, I really appreciate it. So big up to you. And I've just put the link back in the chat for anyone who does want to subscribe to the channel. So that would be much appreciated. Donna Cullen is in the house. Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. Philly has hit back at Angus and said, I'll be looking for you in May. Don't worry, Spurs fans. Arsenal will win nothing under that serial bottler Arteta. I think it'd be well funny if they lose the league by like 1 point. But we'll see. Mark said, to be fair, top 4 would be a fair season. But can we put a run together on the back of today to nick 3rd? I don't think so. I don't think we're nowhere near the top 3, in my opinion. I mean, we're 10 points off the top 3. I don't know where you think we're making up 4 wins on 4 games on those 3. I can't see it, Mark. I can't see it at all. Ken has said, other than one bad pass, Biss was on the money for the 2nd straight game. Interesting one with Basuma, isn't it? He's being played quite a lot in that kind of number 6 role. And I don't think he is. I think he's an 8. But I still think we need an out-and-out DM for me. But, yeah, I didn't think he had a bad game today at all. Yeah, I take him all day long. I'm not the biggest fan of our wingers, so I take him all day long. I think everyone knows I'm not the biggest fan of the winners. Sarr was Daniel's man of the match. Nigel said he was livid at half-time and was bored. Yeah, it was. It was a boring first half. Nothing really happened. Second half was fab. Absolutely. And Adogi was fantastic. Big up, Nigel from Pure Coys. Big up to you, my friend. Robert has gone with man of the match for Son. Fox on the Hill Print said some man of the match surely with a goal and 2 assists. Paul Van Beek said Papa Sarr was top quality today. Sarr or Johnson is man of the match for me. Can't choose between them, says Peter. A few players being put in there. Chat Sport thinks Porro. I didn't really think Porro did too much today, if I'm honest. But, hey, each to their own. Philly said Angus win the league before bragging about it. That's why Arsenal fans put a large target on themselves. Listen, I'm just hoping it is going to be back to like last season. They will. You can see him going there all day long, or Barcelona. You can see it. Swanex said Sarr was his man of the match. And I can imagine Van Dijk and Van de Ven together at Liverpool next season. I think they'd have to pay us a hell of an amount of money to take him, wouldn't they? VDV wants to leave. No one said that. No one said that. We just said that I think lots of players will come in for him in the coming years. People will come in for him. Lee has said Basuma, I thought, made a couple of errors again, and especially one that should have ended with a Villa goal. Yeah, he did make a couple of errors. We still need to get him back to that early season form. For me, he's an interesting player, is Basuma. I think on his day, he looks brilliant. And on another day, he looks anonymous. So I don't know. It's just about getting some stability and some consistency into his game. Paul Brown said, "Evening, Savva. Hopefully we can move on." Yeah, listen, I just want to start seeing some performances in a row like that. I really do. Paul said he was very impressed with the Dragon for the second half. Fitted in well with the system. Seamless transition. Not being tested yet, but would like to see him do a full 90 minutes under pressure. Absolutely. That's how you judge players. Full 90 minutes under pressure. Absolutely. Ben Kaufman in the house said professional performance. More of that, please. Agreed. More of that is definitely needed. More of that. Joseph has said next few games are so key before going into those massive games. Yeah. The next 4 games, we've got to be winning most of them, if not all of them. So we'll see. City defensively aren't that good. We're much better defensively. This is why people hate Arsenal fans. City defensively aren't that good, but haven't lost for about 24 games. So they can't be that bad at the back, can they, Angus? Come on, stop being silly. Stop being silly. You go. It's too extreme. You're too extreme. Look, you're too extreme all the time. It's just like, ugh. Yeah, Kulu for me was frustrating today. His all-round game was frustrating, but he did have a hand in the goal, so you can't ask for more. And how is it toxic to back up? Who's used the word toxic? And out mob. I don't know who. Should we block this person? This person's an idiot, aren't they? Let's block this person. Just you know when you can see the trolls a mile off. Luca Fontina said Ange hating is he's a 2-bob manager that's not managed at the highest level. He looks at the floor when answering questions in interviews, pressers, does not celebrate. Go hype Arteta. So, what? Hang on. Well, sorry, I can't understand if this is real. Or I don't know. I'm not sure how to take that. Daniel, so pick up Savva. Finally seen a performance. When I said 2-1 Spurs, I was being serious. I had a feeling we'd turn up after that good Palace result. Momentum. Yeah, very good second half. Very good second half from Tottenham Hotspur. Big up Darius. Yeah, very important win. Really, really good win. I think that's the difference between getting top 4 or not, isn't it, that today? Because if it had gone to 8 points, it's a big, big gap. So fair play to the boys. Fair play to the boys. I'm not sure why people think Romero was man of the match. I'm not sure what he's actually done. But, okay. Phil Coys said, great win today. We just well deserved. Top 4 is well and truly on. It is. Only sore point was VDV getting injured. Udogie was my man of the match, but Johnson had a good game. I thought Johnson did some good things, did some Johnson things as well. Just cuts in all the time. It's just very predictable, but much better today. Mark New said, would Sonny want to welcome back Harry next season, or would he unbalance our squad? Listen, he's not coming back, but if he did, there is no ifs, buts, maybes. Straight in the team. Harry Kane's one of the best strikers in world football. Paul Abraham has said VVV was his man of the match. Udogie, man of the match, according to Ken T. Philly has said Basuma is an 8. So as a 6, I expect him to make mistakes as a 6. Spurs have been playing round pegs square holes all season. I agree. I think he's an 8. I don't think he's an out number 6. And I think he's playing there because we don't really have one at the football club. Yeah, absolutely, Ashley. People smash the like button. If anyone wants to super chat, you can super chat as well. But please do, a minimum, smash the like and please subscribe. That would be amazing. Alwyn said if Sarr keeps improving, he will attract some big European teams. Yeah, I need to see more from him from my point of view. I like him. He's a good player. But again, he's still very, very young. But we'll see. I'm guessing you lot were loving Rambo mistake yesterday. We always love it when you guys concede, but yes, it was very good to watch. Yes, consistency will be important now, especially with a hard run of games in April. Yeah, we've got to make sure the next 3 or 4 games, let's have a look at Tottenham's next 3 or 4 games. Okay, people. So we have got Fulham at White Hart Lane, and that's next weekend. Then we have got Luton Town. Sorry, Fulham at Craven Cottage, Luton at White Hart Lane, West Ham away, and then Forest. Those 4 games for me, there can be no excuses. That should be 10 points minimum. I don't think any of those 4 should be beating us. That's just me. Truth Set You Free has said, Savva, I pick up on every other platform and channel, yet you skip my... Mate, listen, I'm so sorry. There are so many comments here. It's not done on purpose, my friend. Big up to you. I apologise. There are so many comments. I'm trying to read as many as possible, my man. I'm trying. But yes, I will try and get to as many as possible. Paul has said, not convinced we can go on a winning run. We've been too inconsistent to my liking. Good game, though. Well, this is the thing. Next season, we need to show more consistency. And I think that's what the club will work towards. Josh. Yeah, good second half from your boys. You know, I thought you had some very, very good chances before the end when City hit the bar on the post. But you definitely had a great second half there. And I thought Liverpool were very good in that second half. Yes, very, very unlucky, you boys. Yes, we do have to play the top 3. I'm not doubting it. I just can't imagine if anyone thinks we're going to overturn a 10-point gap to Man City. It's a huge gap. It's a huge, huge gap with 11 games to go. Yeah, lots of different man of the matches, isn't it? So far, we've had all the back 4 have been given a shout for man of the match. Sarr has, Basuma has, Son, and Kulu and Johnson. I don't know. I didn't think all 11 were amazing, but hey, it is what it is. Yes, yeah, absolutely a complete team victory. Absolutely, completely agree with you. Video complete. As said, Dragushin is a warrior. David has said, surely you're happy with the overall performance. Yes, we've been sitting here saying, great, that's how we've got to play. That second half performance, that's what we want to see now. From minute 1 in the next game. That's what we've got to see. Absolutely. Daniel has said, I'm settling on Sarr for man of the match for that assist alone. That's how you cross. I tell you what, when he went down that line and crossed it, I was screaming at my TV, do this more, Tottenham. Not Sarr, just anybody. Get out wide more. Width. We're always so narrow. You've got 2 wingers who invert and you've got 2 fullbacks who invert. Get out wide, stretch teams, whip balls in, and that can happen. 3SS said, big up Savva. I was impressed with Dragushin. With VDV injured, he's a massive step up in the backup from Davis or Royal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Harry Kane wouldn't fit in my opinion. Yes, he's world class, but go and look at the amount of goals we score from pressing. Even our second goal today. Pressing start. Listen, Harry Kane fits into any team in the world. Sorry, what are we doing here? One of the world's best strikers wouldn't fit in. He'd score a hatful, as he always does. Come on, let's come on. Where are we? Smash the like button, says Ashley again. Yes, please do smash the like button. We should be on well over 200 likes, and we are only on 191. Smash that button if you haven't subscribed. Can we get 4 or 5 more subscribers? Can we get 4 more subscribers? 1 for every single goal we scored today. The link is in the chat and it is pinned. So please do if you haven't already. Where are we? Big up, Truth Set You Free. Big up to you, my friend. Luca, I said, Savva. What I mean is that there's criticism of Ange, which is fair enough. But when it's constant and by the same people on tedious things too, even seen him being criticised for his attire. Yeah, look, I don't care about what he wears. I don't care that he doesn't shout on the touchline. I will critique when I think he's got something wrong, and I'll praise when I think he's got something right. And today was brilliant. So, yeah, I agree. Listen, look, we all know that Ange will be as successful as much as we back him. The same for any other manager that's been at Tottenham. It's not new. Managers are as good as the players that they get. Belgrade Wanderer, big up to you, said if Spurs buy Werner, that will tell you everything about their ambition. I agree. Werner is okay, but for me, you've got to look at the players that are playing for the Liverpools and the Cities. That's the aim. Even the Arsenals. That's the aim now. That's where we've got to get to. Savva, would you take Alfie Doherty for a Dogie cover? I'll tell you what, Alfie Doherty's got one of the best crosses in the Premier League, for sure. Every time I watch Luton play, that boy delivers cross after cross, which is brilliant. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Another player, no nonsense, goes under the radar, brilliant cross. Absolutely sublime cross. Adam, chuck me in a little theory. He's had a complete team victory. Maybe Andrew's man of the match. Maybe he was. Who knows? I know. It doesn't matter if you smile, if you laugh, if you say good things. People just come in and go, rah, 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 you don't like Ange. I was one of the... Oh, anyway, who cares? Big up to Ryan G. Your boys have a good result yesterday. I said, big up, Savva. Great result today. Yes, a very good result for us. A good result for you. And you are now only 2 points off of the Conference League position in the table. Very, very good from Wolves. Yomi has said, Unai bottling it again. We've seen this story before. Hey, listen, just beaten by the better team on the day. But I was actually surprised at just how poor Villa were. I thought we made them look poor, but I was really surprised. But listen, I'll take it all day long. Bill has said Tottenham, England, Bayern, 3 totally different systems, but Kane would do well in an Ange system. Wouldn't do well. I know it. Bill, you've got to laugh. This is a guy who scores 30 plus every year for about a decade. And get him home. Big up Martin Knightsbridge, who's the first generous person to give me a super chat today. And thank you very much. I said 4-0, 3 points, and solid second half performance. So the 4, the 3, and the 2. Big up to you, my friend. Absolutely much better second half. First half, I'll be honest, I was a bit bored. First half. I just didn't think we had any invention. But hey, it is what it is. Ashley said, Savva, would you take Kubo and why? Yes, I would take Kubo. I think he's a good player. I think he runs at his man. I think he's dangerous. I think there's a lot to him, and I think he'll continue to get better. I would definitely take Kubo from Real Sociedad. Yes, I would. Would. Yes, I would. Ignore me. It's been a long day. Krusty Crimpets has said Adogi was awesome today. Yeah, he had a good game today. Did Adogi. Also got cleaned right out by that John McGinn, didn't he? Cleaned right out by John McGinn. We're going to struggle. Oh, sorry, Ryan. I said we're going to struggle, I think, Savva. Neto injured again. Bellegarde, Wang, Cunha, all out. We don't have the quality on the bench. Still, I mean, the fact that you've got those players missing and you're doing what you're doing, I think is really, really good testament. I was just saying to someone earlier, Ryan, I really like Gary O'Neill. I think he comes across really well, and I think he's doing good things. And hopefully a quality manager moving forward. Get the fraud out of my club. I said Tottenham's still got to play Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool. Tottenham fans are getting carried away. Yeah, and we've got to play Arsenal. Yeah, I agree. But this is what I mean. My man. We win a game, everyone starts going again, don't they? Can we overtake the top 3? It's like, no, we're 10 points behind. Can we relax? No, we're 10 points behind. It's just a huge gap. It's a huge gap. Terrier said, yeah, not for me, Sav. We'd be going back to being a one-man scoring team instead of scoring goals from everyone in the park. We'd have to change everything we're building. I can't disagree more with this one. If Harry Kane was available, he plays. I don't know who we think we are as Spurs fans, thinking that we would turn down one of the greatest strikers in the world. I think we're so in need of reinforcements up top. That's just me. Each to their own, my man. Each to their own. Video complete. I said my midfield for the Euros would be Bellingham, Curtis Jones, Declan Rice. I wouldn't start Maddison. Interesting. Tottenham Titbits has said, Savva, what a great result. Our best win this season by far. Very clinical. I agree. I agree. And that second half is what we need to see more of. And from the start of games. Ashley's just throwing in the name. Onana. Interesting player, Onana. Interesting. Phil has said, Villa, was it Villa being poor or was it our press and clinical finishing? I think it was a bit of both. Listen, I thought we were very good. I just didn't think from minute one they got out the traps. And normally at Villa Park, they start very quick. Excuse me. Bless me. Sorry. Yeah, it was a straight red from McGinn. It was definitely a straight red. Yeah, no place for that in football. No place for that. No, I wouldn't take Garassi. I think, again, it's one of those that you'd be buying. I think it's one of those you'd be buying off the back of one good season rather than actually a sustained period of time. But guys, girls, I am going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Listen, really good win. I'll be back on Tuesday for a Tuesday morning chat with Savva. Please smash the like button on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It really would mean the world to me if you would. The link is in the chat. I'll show you there. The link is here. So if anyone would subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. Please, I think Sean is going live at 7:30. So please go over there and watch him. Take care, everyone. Great day for Tottenham Hotspur. And as always, come on, you Spurs.